Although every word of this story is true, I do not expect people to believe it. When Laura and I married, we had very little money. I used to write in those days, and Laura used to paint, but neither of us earned much. To save money, we moved to the country. We rented a cottage about 2 miles from a small village. It was a long, low building covered with ivy, with a lovely rose garden. A woman from the village, Mrs. Dorman, did our housework for us. She was an excellent cook and gardener. She also knew all the local stories. We loved to listen to her strange tales of things that walked in the fields at night. For 3 months we were very happy. Then one October evening I went out to smoke my pipe with our only neighbour, a very nice young Irish doctor called Kelly. When I came home, Laura was lying on the window seat. Her face was wet with tears. "Darling, what's the matter?" I cried, taking her in my arms. "It's Mrs. Dorman. She says she must go before the end of the month." "Don't worry. I'll speak to Mrs. Dorman when she comes back," I said to calm her. "Perhaps she wants more money. Everything will be all right. Let's walk up to the church." The church was large and lonely, but we loved to visit it, especially on bright nights. To get there we followed the cemetery walk. This was a long path through a dark wood. It was once used to carry dead bodies to the church. Inside, the church was dark and gloomy. On each side of the aisle there was a grey marble statue of a knight. "Mrs. Dorman says they should not be here," Laura told me. "She says that they were wicked men. Why are there statues of them?" "She says they bought their place in the church with stolen gold." Looking at their hard faces, this story was easy to believe. The church looked at its strangers that night. We sat without speaking, enjoying its beauty. Soon Laura felt better, and we went back to the cottage. We were happy once again. Mrs. Dorman was there when we arrived. I immediately took her into my painting room. "Now, Mrs. Dorman," I said, "why do you want to leave us?" "I must get away before the end of the month, sir." "Do you have a problem with us, Mrs. Dorman?" "No, sir. You and your wife have been very kind." "Then why not stay?" "No, sir. I must go by Saturday." "But my wife has poor health. She cannot do heavy housework. Can't you stay until next week?" "I can come back next week. After the 31st of October. "Why do you not want to be here on that date? Please, Mrs. Dorman, you must explain." Mrs. Dorman looked very unhappy. Finally she said, "Many years ago there was a big house here where this cottage is now. Many terrible things happened there." "Tell me about them, Mrs. Dorman," I said. "Well, sir," she lowered her voice, "you may have seen in the church 2 statues." "You mean the 2 marble knights? What about them?" "They say that on Halloween those statues stand up together, and as the church clock strikes 11, they walk out of the church door." "Where do they go?" "They climb over the graves and then walk along the cemetery walk." "But that would take them to this house." "That's right, sir. They come back here to their home." "Home?" "They lived in the big house that was here. And if anyone meets them—" She stopped, not wanting to say more. I did not tell Laura about the walking marble men and not only because I knew it would upset her. I also felt a little troubled myself. For reasons I cannot explain, I did not want to discuss the story until after Halloween.